Is anyone there?
You still want to go to the police?
No.
My whole life not being a criminal. I believe in the system.
Yeah, well, the system's gonna shoot first.
I want my life back.
Good luck.
I'm not gonna run forever.
Trust me.
Life back.
Good luck.
I'm not gonna run forever.
Trust me.
Life back.
Guys, hold on a second.
I'm not gonna run forever.
Trust me. What's different?
I gotta get a different charger because this is going down. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
So your mom sent you that?
That was a joke.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Outra brincadeirinha mágica. Chama o moleque. Sushi.
Sulapo. Sulapo.
Whoa. Damn.
Alright, guys.
You
Crap, this is a little bit slow. My battery's dying. Fuck.
What are you doing? You just wasted an entire chance.
Guys, just give me a second here.
What just happened?
I only see mic on. I don't know. Can you guys confirm that you're on? Oh shit. I only saw mic in there. Please confirm that you can see my streaming, guys.
That was amazing. How did you do that?
Hurry up. I don't have all day. Well, it's plugged in right now.
Nice.
It's freaking hot, but it's plugged in.
Cheers.
What's up, Anna?
How's it going?
I only see 2 people in there. Are we gonna get more people or what?
Not anymore.
Full of surprises.
Let me see who else is on. Okay, I see 4 now.
This isn't creepy.
Come on, guys. 5. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, let me stop my movie here for a second. Alright, so let's get in my castle real quick. As you guys know, I hope everybody can understand me. For Bella, if Turkos can help you, that would be great. Let's see. Let me get that out of the way. I think I'm gonna turn off the camera because it's right where I don't want it to be. See if I can take that camera off. Oh, I can make it smaller. See? Alright, maybe I'll put it right over the gold. That way you guys don't get to see my gold. And that works for me. Alright, so but I do want to keep the chat up so I can see what's being said. Damn, that is very delayed. Alright guys, so when you first get in, obviously you all know I don't have a P6 castle. But when you first get into your castle, the first thing you need to do is go to your lord here and do your equipment. Right now I have my equipment in building and gathering because I'm upgrading my castle right now. But I'm gonna remove everything and then I'm gonna add back so you kind of know when you're adding what you're gonna pick as equipment for each of your items here. So bear with me. I should have removed this before. I hope this doesn't confuse anybody. We're removing everything just so you can see what. So when you first get in, this is what your lord is gonna look like. Also, let me see if I can remove the. I'm gonna reset the. I have to hide this. I'm gonna reset the Lord skill so we can actually get done. You know, we get to do a real simulation on this. Yeah, I don't have enough. How many? 200. Let me see if I can buy it from the store. I don't know if they sell it here. Lord reset. Nope. Do they sell Lord reset? Check what thing? The card person thing. Card person thing? Mike, English please. Card person thing? What the hell are you talking about? Hot maybe? Guys, bear with me. I need to find the reset, the Lord reset. I can just use gold. You know what? I'll do that. Nah, forget about it. I'll just do I'll use gold on it. So I'm gonna go in. I'll reset my other one here because I'm gonna reset my other one. Get out of the way. Just a little bit. I'll say reset. Alright, so this way I can actually show you guys what it looks like. Mike, shut up. Let me go back to this. It's okay, Mike, don't worry, it's just 1,000 gold. It's not the end of the world. For some reason, this thing, whenever I switch, it's kind of... Alright, so I'm gonna leave it like that, then I'll show you guys how to do that one. So, like I said, guys, when you first get in, the first thing you want to do, Turkaz and Bella, please pay attention. This is important, because I saw your report. I was looking through and I saw the report. It was really, really bad. I mean, you didn't even have 200 archer in there, and with all that equipment available, it's just bad that you don't have that. So we need to fix that. Unfortunately, my thing here is a little bit slow, kind of shitty, but I'm gonna skip that report and I'm gonna show you. So when you first get in, you get in here, you're gonna go to each one of this, you're gonna pick the equipment. This is the equipment that you wanna add on your Lord. On your choices, you're gonna have many choices for armor. You wanna pick the level 23 Peerless armor. You don't want the other ones. This is the one you want. Then you're gonna go for boots. I got 2 of these. We'll put one on. We're gonna do crystal last, because crystal I have to show you guys what's up with the crystal. So let's do these. So every single one of these that I'm doing, you will find available on your castle. So guys, please take a picture. You can watch this again. I'll publish it on my channel. You can watch it over. And for crystal, what you want is, I'm gonna go back here so you can actually see this. There's a little, actually move this down. So with crystals, you want this one right here, the level 30 dragon glass. This level 30 dragon glass, you will have it. I do not have it right now. I could reset my thing, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to get there. So it's kind of useless. Well, let's try it anyway, but it's not gonna do anything. Let's see where it gets me on gold. I haven't done the gold one in a while. I just do the first one as gold, and I keep the rest as orange. So bear with me as I try to get to... See, I can't get any further than this. But what you want, the one you want, guys, is this one right here. This is the one you want, and once you get that one, I'm gonna show you under the orange one what it's gonna look like and what you need to do under the crystal, because this is important. This is very important because crystal gives you a lot of buff. So you definitely want to have this. Pretend that this orange one is actually gold. So we're actually gonna go over it and I'll show you what I do when I get in. Usually the crystals are all done, so you don't have to do this that I'm doing right now. And keep in mind, you gotta move through it quickly because there's no time. There's not enough time. I don't think I can get that. This one would be a really nice one to have, but they do not give us this one. I do not have enough to get that one yet. There's only 104. You need about 178. Yeah. So 178. I can't do that one, but this is the one you want. It's the one specifically for killing and all that. If you're a big guy, this is the one you want. I'm not there yet. But let's pretend this is a level 30 gold. What you want to do on this one is you want to purify it. It will have 3 items. You can see here that this one only has 2 fixed attributes and 2 that you can change. On the 30 one, you have 3 fixed ones. I'm going to show you what the fixed ones on 30 are right here. And one of them is march size, which is important. So this guy automatically gives you 23,000 march size increase. So you want that. And the 2 other ones that you can purify, I'm going to show you what you should be getting on the purify. And use gold, guys. You can use gold to purify. So when you get here, you click on purify. Do you guys see this lock over here on the left side? I don't know if there's any pointer with this thing that I can use. Let me see. I don't think so. But see, guys, there is a lock right here. So what I say is, when you get archer attack, for example, you don't want it to change from that. So what you do is you activate a lock so it will stay in archer attack. Then you keep purifying to get the best thing possible. Now, who's saying what? Guys, I'll ask for any questions in a minute. Let me just finish this one. So you lock this one, and the second one, usually I recommend, obviously you can do anything you want, but I recommend putting that one in march size increase. So you keep purifying. I'm going to purify once just to see. And you want something orange or gold like the ones I'm showing here right now. If you get blue or green, keep looking. If you get purple, maybe. But what you want to do is something like this. I don't know if I want to purify just because I already have 13%. This is the max you can get. 13% is the max you can get in Archer. And it can tell you right here. So I'm going to show you here. In Archer, you can get up to 14%, but I already got 13.66 on this. I doubt that I'm going to get anything more than that. I doubt that I'm going to get anything more than this in Archer attack. So 13.66 is probably the best I can get on that. March size increase is what's really important here, and this is the one that I'm telling you to go for. Right now I do not have it. I mean, I can purify to try to get it. Let's do 1 purification, maybe 2. See, you see how the archer attack stayed there? It only went to green, which is you don't want. If you get something like this, you definitely don't want it. So you purify again. And I almost got it there, but still not there. So guys, again, purify this until you get archer attack and march size increase. That's what I recommend. You can also get anything defense or especially infantry defense. If you get archer attack and infantry defense, keep that. You know, you can always use that. It's really great too. But keep in mind that I'm doing the example on epic, but you really will have a legendary one. So let's move on. So you want to do that, and then you put that in your Lord. So it'll look like this. So at the end of it, guys, it will look like this, and it will have a gold crystal. Right now I have an orange one, but it will be a level 30 gold. So this is what, I'm going to move this a little. This is what your Lord should look like for the Dragon campaign, guys. For that cup. So Turquoise, Bella, everybody else. This is what you want for your Lord. Now let's move on to Lord skills. First, let me see if there's any questions in WhatsApp real quick, guys. Let me see if anybody has any questions. Are you telling us things we know? And shut up. Just listen. All right, so guys, let me get back to the castle. So right here, we're gonna do, so the second thing that you wanna do and when you first get into your castle, guys, is the Lord skills. I reset mine just so I can show you how to do it and how to best utilize your Lord skills. So you first start with in combat. So we're gonna go in combat and do this. Then I usually recommend going towards health, but in the castle that you're gonna get, you're actually able to do both, guys. But for now, I'm gonna just go on one side just to make sure that we can get everything that we want in Archer, and then we come back for the defense on there. So I'm gonna go through. This is what you should be doing in your castle. Pretty much what I'm doing here now. Once you get in, put everything in Archer. And again, you will be able to do some cavalry in there. Well, there's some guys in there. Guys, this is for my team in 1814 that I'm doing. I'll probably show my castle, but right now I'm trying to show them what to do here in Dragon Campaign. So this is not for everybody. I'm sorry. I can't limit it, but if you guys want to watch, it's fine too. Anyway, moving on. So you guys put everything in Archer like I'm doing here right now. Go down like this. Right in the middle. Put everything in Archer. Everything here in Archer. All the way through. This is what I do. With my skill. I usually do this one more because you're not going to use a skill attack in Dragon Campaign, but you want to get this march size increase right here. Guys, I don't do this too. This one and this one. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't do it because everybody has speed ups. So when someone is sending reinforcement, this is for people marching to a rally. It will increase their speed, but everybody has speed ups. So I'm not going to do that one. What I recommend doing is going back all the way up and start doing infantry and cavalry. So this is what I do. So I go back here and I say, okay, do infantry defense. Go down here. I usually skip that for a minute and I see if I can get something for it here to make sure I get enough, because this is infantry defense. This is really important, guys. You definitely want to have your infantry defense in place. Once you get all infantry defense and you get all Archer, then you go for cavalry. So this is what I do. Once I get those things done, then I'm going back and saying, okay, do cavalry here. Do cavalry defense. So I don't have more to do because I only got 219. My Lord is only 45 right now, guys. You get, I think, Lord 48 if I'm not wrong. So you get a little bit more than this. And you can keep going from here on your castle. What you want to do is do cavalry. Keep going down and do cavalry. So you do this one and go in cavalry all the way down. I think you can get up to here maybe. So this is what it's going to look like. So once you get in, again, the first thing you do is your equipment right here. Similar to what I have here, but with a gold 30 crystal. Then you want to purify your crystal to get archer attack and either infantry defense. Yeah, maybe you get 50. No, don't call me idiot, man. You don't know me. Why are you in my streaming anyway? You fucking asshole. Anyway, moving on, guys. So once you do the Lord skill and the Lord equipment, the next thing that you should be going to is your heroes. So in your heroes, guys, you want to do pretty much the same that you did with the Lord. So it's essentially the same. Personally, you get all these heroes. The only one you don't get, you get Christina, this one. You get the Queen of War, but you do not get the... but you do not get this one right here. You do not get the Civilization hero. So that one is off limits. This one and the other two you don't get. So I personally use Selma as my main hero. And I would do the same exact equipment in Selma that I have in my Lord. But you do not have that option, right? So what I recommend, and again, some people do it differently. I know Timur was talking about disassembling some of the equipment and making the compound bow, like this one in gold. This one right here. I definitely think you can get a boost with that. I think it's a good thing if you can do it. But it's something that you have to do fast, because I feel like 30 minutes is not enough to do everything that you need to do in the game. It's just the way it is. But personally, I don't think it's enough. So what you want to do is, what I do is I just use the equipment that exists and I adjust. So what I recommend is, I'm going to show you here some of the equipment that do show up and that you want to put in your main hero, and here they are. They usually show right under your equipment because you get them by default. So this one right here, you can use the hammer. You get about 19% archer on that. It's really great. It's not double archer, but you can use that. It's available. And again, if you want to use the lower equipments to disassemble and make a compound bow, that would be great too. And then you can use this one on the second hero and so forth. And then you got all the other ones. This one also, I would say, use it on your main hero for attack. And there is many more in there, guys. Just put the equipment on. What I say is, when you go in, try to pick for your main hero and your second hero and maybe the third hero. Always look for two things. You want to look for archer attack and infantry defense. If it has either and it's good buff, add it on. You know, don't lose too much time here, because it's just too much, guys. It's a lot to do, and I say just go look quickly through the equipment. If you go through and you see archer attack 19%, boom, done, or anything percent, you should see some 12%, some 18%. If you see anything like that, add it on. You want to have at least one good march, one hero really strong, so you can take building with that hero, and then once people reinforce, you can recall and send back, or recall and take a different building. That is how I see it. I mean, people do it differently. You can do it as you want, but it's important that you do it to give you a max buff. So what I say is, try to do archer attack and infantry defense. Prioritize those two, and you'll be fine. Anna, you disturbing me, okay? So now, the same thing we did on the Lord, guys, you're going to do. I'm not going to spend another 1,000 gold here just to show this, but it's pretty much the same. What you want to do is put everything in the archer, infantry, defense, and infantry and archer. Pretty much the same thing that we did with the Lord. You do it here. Nothing special. The same exact thing. You do it here. You prioritize archer, then infantry, and then cavalry. In that order. Once you get this done, this, guys, it really kind of takes time and exhausting. So don't waste too much time on this. Just make sure you put good equipment on them. Do the skills. Skills are very important. If you don't do the skills, you're going to lose for sure. The third thing that I do on the hero is the attributes. Obviously, they don't give you anything on the attributes to get. You don't do much with the attributes, to be honest. But I say activate it, purify it, and leave it as whatever they give you. If you want to go to the trouble of buying some of these cards, like I have about 600 of them here, what you want to do is, if you do want to get this, which is, I think it's not necessary to do, but you can do it if you want. Like if you had something like this, I'm getting on the attributes 3.65 archer attack. This is a lot, guys. It may not seem like it, but it is a lot. And I'm getting almost 6% infantry defense just from the attributes. And I can purify this by doing this. See, I'm going up now. I almost got 6 there. Let's do it again. Sometimes it goes down, guys. Sometimes you're not lucky. The way I do it is I go, you know what? I hope that by the time I'm done, I get a little more than what I had, or at least what I had initially. If it goes down below what you had, well, too bad. See, I got a little bit increase on pretty much every single one. Now I got 3.7, I had 3.65. Now I got 3.7 archer attack. And I got infantry 5.94. I think I had about 586. And infantry attack. And guys, this is the same as purifying the crystal. You can lock it. You can lock it up and you can change. So once you lock, you go and refresh and it changes things here. I'm not going to do it because I spent thousands of gold to get what I have here right now. And this is what I'm going to keep. I do not plan to get rid of this attributes. But that's what it is. Now you know there. What else? So pretty much, guys, you do the same with every single one of your heroes. So you do the equipment. Don't look at this equipment because I was using this only for my hero usually has a better equipment. I was using this for upgrade. As you can see here, my castle is upgrading right now with 52 days to go. Crazy, but that's what it takes to get to P6. So I usually have better equipment on these guys. I have this just for building and hospital stuff. So don't look at that too crazy. Pretty much, I say every single hero put him in attack. I know Daydreams and other people have said, oh, come in and first put it on support and train troops and do all that. I think there's not enough time for that. If you watch the Daydreams video, you clearly can see that he was behind doing it because he went through that route. I say get in first, put them all in attack. You get enough gold and enough speed ups and things to do what you need to do without having to put the garrison the hero and do all that crap, guys. So the third thing that I'm gonna tell you to do is to do the prayer hall. Obviously, I'm not P6 yet. And I can't get into the prayer hall. But the prayer hall is this building right here in a corner. I don't know if you guys can see that. So when you come here, this building right here in the corner. Once you get into this building, guys, one thing I've noticed, and this is important, one thing I've noticed is when I first get in Dragon Campaign, this building will show empty. Mike, I have to disagree with that, Mike, because it just takes too much time. You got enough gold to just train troops. You get 6 million troops. Why you need to go cheap on that? But I'll show you in a minute what I do. Yeah, you can do that. It's fine. So you go into prayer hall, and first, when you get into this building, guys, it's gonna show an empty building. What you want to do is you want to close your app. This is what I do, and I think you should do this too. You're gonna close your app like this, and you're going to restart it. You're going to restart your app because every time I get in, I don't know if it happens with everybody, but every time I get into the Dragon Campaign, the cup I'm talking about, when I go to the prayer hall, it's empty. So what you want to do is you get in and you see nothing. So what you want to do is close your game and open again, and it will show up, guys. That is what I do. It works every time. So the next thing that I would say you want to do in this is go to this building here, which is the discipline hall. This is where you train the P6 troops, those elite troops. I say go in here, train a few troops, a little of everything, just to increase. I think you get 200,000 of each. Train some, train a couple on each one of these. Don't go too crazy about it. Before I forget, on the prayer hall, what you want to do is increase the... I do, and again, you know, people do it differently, but when you get in the prayer hall, what you want to do is increase the attributes of archer and infantry. So I usually do the double attack on archer. I do the puncher, and I also do on infantry, I do the shield wall. And if I get anything left, then I do cavalry. Cavalry is really important for defense, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of them. I wish I had more. And right now I'm training. I got some speed ups, but cavalry is really important. Right now I got 500 of them. Not a lot, and I wish I had a lot more, but I'm going to be training some in a few days. I'm short on food right now, so I can't train much. I got a total of 5,000. I'm almost there, so 4.9, almost 5,000 troops. But what you want to do is, when you get in here, you want to do increase the archer. What I recommend, and again, you can do what you want, but what I recommend is increase the T10 archer and T8 archer. The T8 archer is really good. Like you guys know, it has the double attack right there, and the puncher. If you increase the puncher level in the prayer hall, I say increase it to like 15 or 16. It's gonna kill infantry, and it's gonna kill other troops. I mean, except infantry, it kills other troops and stuff like that. Because infantry is really the only thing that stops these guys. So the next thing that you want to do is train some more T10 infantry, because, as you know, and as I've said, and on and on and on, infantry T10 is your protection against the archers. When you see guys with 600% archer, 400, 500% archer, the only thing that will stop them is this guy right here, T10 infantry. As you can see there, I have 1.2 million, almost 1.3 million. I should increase that. I lost a lot of them because that P6 that was fighting me the other day kind of killed me there. I had a lot of loss. I had about 400,000 loss, I think. And I would say about 80% of them was infantry, because I sent a lot in that march to the throne, and then the guy was hitting me every time, as you guys know. But he lost, which is a good thing. That guy, you know, mind you, that guy had 600. I don't know if I can show you here. I know this is off topics, and maybe I shouldn't go there, but I just wanted to kind of brag about it a little bit to kind of tell you guys how important infantry is, how important having enough infantry is, because you do get. So I got the 2 loss in there for. That was in Dragon Campaign. I attacked that 2 P6 in there. They had 5 million troops. Obviously, I didn't win that one. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can show you, but my phone is really hot and slow, so I don't think I can get there. But the point I'm making is, you need a lot of infantry. You need at least 1.2 million or 1 million of these guys. And of these ones here, I would say 1.5. T10 Archer, between T10 Archer and T8 Archer, get about 1.5 of them. And the easy way to train, guys, is just go here and use your gold and boom, 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 done. Don't use all of it, but use most of it. Because the gold will just go to waste, you know, if you don't use it, done. Well, the next thing I do, guys, when you get into your castle, the next thing to do is the dragon words. So the dragon words, when you first get in here, you get a few level 10. And I've seen Daydreams, for example, going and disassembling. I personally disagree with that. And again, you guys, you can follow what he's saying. I think Daydreams has been doing this longer than I have. And I respect the guy. I watched a lot of his videos. I got a lot of tips from him. I got nothing against him. I think he's good. But he's not perfect. So what I say is, I usually go in and instead of disassembling, I do a -1 in each one, so that I have all these ones above 10. I'll have 11, 12, 13, 14, and every single one of these. It's pretty much what I do just to keep things going. I don't know, did anyone come in? So yes, guys, this is what I do. I just go in and I fuse these all the way up until I got nothing else to fuse. Then I go back here and I usually go to 3rd or 4th. I think the last time that I did this, I was able to get on the 3rd, I think it was fight. I was able to get this one. It's not really good. I mean, it's only 3% defense, 3% attack, but they don't give you much with this. If you can get that, or if you can get the dragon one, let me see if I can find it here real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking. This is just too high. There's one that is the dragon one. I don't know if it's the 2nd order or the 1st order. Range strike, Mike, yeah, if you can get range strike, use it. Yes, absolutely. I don't know if you're able to get there. Last time I ran out of time, so I didn't get to do much. Let me see range strike. Oh yeah, absolutely. You're right, Mike. So you get about 2% and 2%. Yeah, range strike, definitely. So it's 9, 12, and 14. Yep. So great. Mike, that's perfect, guys. So what you want to do again is when you go here, Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so go for range strike. Do one in each one of these. You can disassemble back to 9 and then assemble and leave 9 with at least 1 or 2 in there. I can't go too crazy about this because it'll take too much time. I don't know how long you guys have to watch this, but disassemble, the way you would do it is this, guys. So you'd go here, my 10, you disassemble here back. Obviously my 10 is only 1 and I can't disassemble more, but here you'd be able to disassemble more and then just do, but when you go here to assemble back, you leave 1 behind. You go -1. Right now I only have 1, so I cannot do minus anything. But you do -1 and then say okay. And what happens is you would have probably 2 left in 9, which is fine. And then you're going to go fuse everything at -1. Fuse everything -1. And that will give you 1 for each one of these guys above right here from 10 to 14. I don't know if I made sense there, but that's what it is. Guys, let me see if I hear someone getting in. Let me see if there's anybody coming in here. Yeah, I hear that that's the neighbors downstairs. So yeah, guys, that's what you want to do there. Go for range strike, like Mike said. Get that done. What else? Oh, so one other thing that I feel it's really important, guys, and I always try to do it before the fight starts, is go in here and set your marches. You go in here and set your marches to reflect what you're trying to do. Right now, as you can see here, I have my marches, but on the castle that you don't get any set marches. The formation here, you don't get anything. So you want to go in and do what I do, guys, is for every march I set, and again, different people do it differently. Some people set about 100 T10 infantry. Some said 50, 60. I do 80, guys. I do 80 T10 infantry on my marches all the time. And the second thing I do is I put T10 siege in there. And for my main march, essentially that's what I do. I put about 20 T10 siege and the rest is all T10 archer. Nothing else. I mean, you can add other things if you want. That's up to you. But those guys, and then all the other march, and I'm talking about, I have roughly march size of almost 400,000. So put about 100,000 between infantry and siege, and then the rest 200 plus is archer. So that's why you need to have a lot of archers too. You need to have at least 1.5 to 2 million archer right there, because that's how I do it. And I usually don't lose attack. I rarely do, and if I do, it's because I attack someone that maybe has 5 million or 6 million inside. But if anyone has anything less than that, they will burn big time. So do that, guys. Set your marches. I set my first march with my main hero. Some people put it on 3rd and 4th. I set my main march number 1. I set my second march with my second hero. In this case, I have this set up this way. But in Dragon Campaign, I would have Bernard in there, or maybe Queen of War, or even the HR officer be in there. And guys, also for the hero, you're not gonna have enough equipment for every hero, but still do the skills on attack in the heroes, no matter what. Do that. Let me see, what else am I forgetting? So you do those things. What else? What else? What else? What else? Mike, help me out. What else am I forgetting here? So let me just recap, and then Mike can say if I'm missing anything. So again, you go in here. You get the equipment set in place. You get equipment set in place. That's about fight? I don't know what you're talking about. So you get your equipment set in place. The second thing, you get your Lord skill set in combat. Then the third thing, you go to your heroes. You set your hero equipment. You set the hero equipment, and you set the hero skills right here. Then you set that. Oh yeah, Mike. So let me just finish this. So you get this done. Every single hero, do all the skills in attack. Put the equipment on. Then do the prayer hall and do the discipline hall. Then, also activate your buffs, guys. Usually when you go here, you will have some 20%. You won't have, actually. You have to buy them. So you go here and just buy. You know, I'd say buy the 12. Yes, Mike. Yep, that's true. So you go in here and you buy the 12-hour 2%, 12-hour 2% defense and attack. You get these two, guys. One thing I always do is I usually buy extra march, like this guy. I usually buy like 20,000 or 25,000 worth of it, because I know you're gonna run out of it, and if you're in the middle of battle and you're trying to increase it, it just doesn't work well, guys. That's how I feel. Sometimes when if you actually buy directly from there, you get 16 extra, which is great when you're in there. But I tried to do it before, that way I don't get stuck. Yeah, buy anti-scout, but at the end of the day, if you know you're gonna have a lot of troops inside, I don't think it matters. But definitely, what they will be looking at is, you guys remember what they did with Turkaz the last time? They saw her stats, and they all jumped on her. Like literally, they all jumped attacking her, and it is because they saw she had low stats. You see here, these two defense were because I reinforced her, but you look down here, the other people were there too. It wasn't just me, but 199 archer attack in a P6 castle. It's poor, guys. It's bad. I don't even think she did skills at all. I mean, even the march size, look at that, 86,000. This guy has 136,000. A huge difference right there. Infantry defense, only 137. She didn't use the buffs, and I don't even know what she did. But the guys on the other side saw this. They looked at this report. They go, oh my God, this is a fish to fry. So they went straight on her and get points. They all hit her until we noticed, and we started reinforcing her. And you can see here, it was myself in there and a couple other guys. I think Timur was in there. Abdullah was there. Tim was there. Mary was there. Dantis was there. Silent was there. So almost Mike was there. Almost everybody was there. and we finally stopped them from massacring her. I mean, you really look at this, it's ridiculous. One other thing too is, look at this. We got a huge loss on her, although we won this, and it's mainly because she has low stats. I mean, you look at that, it's very poor. I mean, at one point we actually lost the crystal because she was first in the crystal. We lost, and then Mike took it back, and we didn't lose it from there. Mike had really good stats in there. I'm really proud of my son, because once he took over, look at the difference. They attacked, we only lost about 300,000. They lost 3 million. And you look at Mike's attributes, pretty good. I would probably have him. I know he put a lot into infantry attack. I'd put more into infantry defense, but I think that's more from the equipment that he picked more than anything. 401, I mean, that's good archer, but you can get better. I think Tim got about 440 by disassembling equipment and doing the compound bow, and you probably want to do that, guys. What else? Who else I want to show? Abdullah here did a really good job too. He put just too much into infantry attack and nothing into archer. You can see his archer is like 237, almost like Turkas. And then he puts everything into infantry attack. Infantry is... I wouldn't say they don't kill, but if you don't use them, if you don't use Pikmin or T9, you're not going to get much out of infantry attack, guys. So don't do this. Abdullah, if you're listening to me, please, 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 please follow this video. Do archer. Put everything in archer. 200 archer, you'd lose that all day. The only reason you didn't lose there, again, is because you got a house full of men behind you, and I think I was there and a couple other guys were there too, so I was there. Let me see who else was there. So that was you, and I think I was there next, and maybe it was just me and you. Yeah, it was just me and you. Just me and you in there, but honestly, bro, this guy could have killed you with that. I mean, you had a good infantry attack in there, but I'll definitely put that more into archer. That is my advice. What else? This is Mike. Mike was doing great. I mean, he had everything in place. It couldn't be better than that. I always say I'm proud of my son. This year, was that me? Yeah. Yeah, I was alone in there with Ruffers. This is not my main march. I think this was a dragon. Yeah, it was a dragon tower, as you can see here. The dragon tower, I just sent the low march to it just to take it. And this guy apparently lost with Christina in there. I don't know how, but he probably didn't have anything in it. Oh, I see how. So, yeah, he sent a similar march to what I sent, which is the infantry T10, archer T10, and siege T10. He lost. So moving on, guys. What else am I gonna show? One other important thing, guys. I don't know if you all know this, but in the cup, you actually lose troops. Yes, this is true. You lose troops. If you don't heal your troops when you get your attack or when they return home, you're gonna lose them, guys. I know people don't think to do this because in a normal dragon campaign you do not lose. It doesn't matter how many get wounded, they get wounded. In a cup you lose troops, guys. You definitely lose troops in a cup. Be careful with that. Don't go too crazy about attacking. Remember to heal, because otherwise you're gonna get back to a castle empty with nothing in it. So you definitely want to heal because yeah, Mike, I think that's pretty much it. It's not a lot, but I think that yeah, that's what's it. And once you get that done, again, set your default marches in there, put everything in Archer, in Hero and Lord. I'm repeating myself, but I want to say that because you can win this, guys. We can win this easily if you do this here right and you do the heroes right. Even if you don't do the dragon word, as long as you do the crystal at least, we stand to win it, guys. So I want to see us at the final. I usually do. I have my thing. I got the bless now for a while. I'm looking to go with. You get really good stuff with this. I'm looking to go next to all in because you get the 25 infantry defense right there. Really, really good. If this was my main castle, I'll definitely go with this, no doubt. But with the other stuff, we don't get this much in the World Cup. But whatever you can get, range strike, like Mike said, get range strike. But mainly get your equipment right and get your Lord skills right, and then go to the prayer hall, guys. Important, very important. Prayer hall gives you a huge attribute increase. Do that. Put it in infantry defense and archer attack. Do some cavalry. It's very important to recognize the troops, guys, because you actually do it by troops. You don't do it just random. So you do it by troops specifically. So you have to pick T10 archer, T10 infantry, and then do them. You can't, it's not just all infantry defense. It's infantry defense of T10 archer, infantry defense of T10 infantry, archer attack of T10 archer. Yes, Mike, you have to do prayer hall. Prayer hall, like I said, is the last building here. You keep going all the way here. This is the building right here. Yes, Mike, you want to pay attention next time. You want to go in here. And again, I want to repeat, guys. Listen careful. When you go here, when you first get in, you're going to see nothing. It's going to be an empty building. You need to close your app and open again to actually see stuff in there. I repeat this because I played the first game and I couldn't see it. I thought, well, it's nothing there. Maybe they didn't include it. Then the next game, I restarted right before going there, and then it showed up. I'm like, oh, they put it back? Then the next one, I came, it wasn't there. I was like, oh, let me restart and see. And then I realized you have to restart to actually get it. So it's important, guys. Get this because you get huge buff with this. Now, talking about a little bit about the actual war, guys, I wanted to say, when we get into battle, we need to work as a team. This is not a, individual point game. For that, you go to regular DC and you get your points, whatever. This is a team sport. This is a team event. We're supposed to win this, okay? As a team. And what we're going to do is when we get there, we're going to spread out the main things, the main buildings that you want to get. So I usually go to the center. Any guys who want to go to the center with me are more than welcome to. I usually go to the center, but we want to get guys, some in the center, some all across the map. But the main ones that I want to make sure that we get is the 3 buildings, the crystal, the training ground, and what is the third building? The third being the 3 main buildings right in line. And then you want to get, guys, this is very important, the blasting, the tower blasting. with the new game changes and everything, and the event, this event actually it gives about 20% buff. So if you get, yeah, so if you get if we get both the tower blessings, we get about 40%, guys. I think it's about 20% each one. We get 40% buff. So it's really, really, really important that you guys do this. Don't forget, we need to take the tower blessings. I think tower blessings in a lot of ways is even more important now than a lot of other buildings. So you want to get the tower blessings because you get about 40% buff, 40% attack, I believe, with the game updates and stuff that they did to that building, and it's because they reduced the time in half. So now we only get 1 hour, but in return, we get double the points and everything else. So guys, that's it. I don't know if anybody has questions. Let me check the chat here. I saw Mike saying some stuff. Only 3 people watching. You're all sleeping now? Yeah, let me see. Okay, well, I hope it was helpful, and you guys are able to get some things in. Mm-hmm.